was not following this story. It's actually something that is new that is coming on my desk. Right, I saw a headline but ignored it. I'm tempted to see it now to go and read to the story that is actually published by site. But the actually the story that I initially saw, it was published by the state media, and it was reported that police are on high alert after officer steals patrol vehicles. So this inspector, who is called Inspector Mandiziba. So the video that I played before, this is a police inspector. He is working for the Zimbabwe Republic Police. And let me just try to read the story. It will give us, I think, an understanding. I'm taking from site. It says police in Zimbabwe are searching for Assistant Inspector Mandi Ziza, who reportedly stole a police vehicle at police general headquarters. However, the emergency of a video online where he declares himself the new police boss, among other controversial directives, may be the reason why he is being sought after. An internal memo site dated 13 August noted that the police officer had stolen a vehicle and urged all all stations in Mashonaland East to mount roadblocks and intercept Mandi Ziza and the vehicle, a Ford Ranger. May all stations, Mazoe District, be on the lookout for ZRP Ford Ranger, REC 033, with police colors driven by Assistant Inspector Mandi Ziza. The vehicle is stolen at PGHQ by the inspector and is believed to be in National and Central Province. Read the police memo. The 12-minute recording suggests Assistant Inspector Mandi Ziza crime may be bigger than the stolen vehicle. Sorry. In the video, Mandi Ziza, who identifies himself as the member in charge of senior officer's desk, says, "In light of the recent developments, I am announcing that I will be taking charge of Zimbabwe Republic Police with immediate effect, with a focus on empowering young officers to lead and drive positive change within the organization and the country at large. I encourage all police officers to remain vigilant and dedicated to serving the people." Mandiziza also ordered all Chinese nationals to leave Zimbabwe within 48 hours and warned that attempts to apprehend him could spark conflict. Hapana munhu anorowa, vanhu vachafamba zvakanaka, vanobuda, no one will be beaten, people will move freely and then leave. If you really love your country, support me. He further claimed to have disbanded all traffic police sections, instructing officers to report immediately to their stations. His presentation style mirrors that of Blessed Geza, a former ZANU PF. Anyway, let me not speak about this. But now, I think I completely understand the story, and let me give my analysis to this whole drama. People may take this in isolation and say, no, maybe it's a drunk police officer and some stuff. There is absolutely no one. This is not just a lowly ranked police officer. It is actually an assistant inspector. If you're an assistant inspector, then that is the higher rank within the Zimbabwe Republic Police. It's a police officer who has actually risen from the ranks of the Zimbabwe Republic Police. So doing such an action. Now, I strongly believe that the headline, it was run by the state media. I ignored it deliberately, I think, in the morning, and I was ignoring the biggest story that is happening in Zimbabwe at the moment, but predicting that something of this nature may be the order of the day. So look, caption this. They say they are looking for this police officer because he stole a police vehicle. Now, this police officer has recorded a video, In that video, he is ordering Chinese national to leave Zimbabwe within 48 hours. That is an ultimatum. We will wait to see what will follow if the Chinese nationals do not leave Zimbabwe within the next 48 hours. And not only that, the same guy also announced himself as the new leader of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, which means he has fired the current Zimbabwe Republic Police Commission. He says he is now in charge of the Zimbabwe Republic Police. Not only that, he announces that people of Zimbabwe should continue to give the police officers and other uniformed officers, the military, those who are guarding prisons. He said Zimbabweans should support them by giving them food. Now, if we are to listen to everything, and he said he will not unpack more, and also he has threatened that if he is arrested, something big is about to happen in Zimbabwe. Now, you can tell that this police officer, remember at the moment, the current inspector of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, not this one who has actually announced himself, the current police commissioner is actually a supporter of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. In fact, he has been acting in the interest of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. If you look at Blessed Keza has been warning the Zimbabwe Republic Police commissioner numerous times. I think in his videos he has actually warned him numerous times. At one point he was urging him, when the M31 started, not to actually go after civilians. And if you look at the message of this assistant inspector of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, his messaging is almost closely related to the messaging of Blessed Keza. Now, and do you think that an individual from Norway, who is a police officer within the Zimbabwe Republic Police, can act in such a manner? And I'm of the strong view that saying this police officer stole a vehicle is actually, in my view, a cover-up. In that particular memo that I just read, it is a cover-up of a bigger story. And remember, the headline also says police are on high alert. How can they be on high alert over one inspector of the police? And this inspector of the police announces that he is not alone. There are about 400, he calls them squadron something in that video which I played. And he says if they go after him, something big, unfortunately, may happen. So in my view, remember, if you see a state institution at this state, this points to chaos. This points to disorder within the Zimbabwe Republic Police, and something big may be happening behind the scenes. Is this an escalation, especially on the revolution that is ongoing, Blessed Keza revolution? Is this an escalation? Is this what Blessed Keza actually hinted when he came last time? You remember he said the generals have actually heard the message you sent him to convey to the generals in Zimbabwe. And he said a lot of people were coming back to their senses, talking about the wife of Chris Mutswango, Monica Mutswango, and playing the visuals of those people actually against Gudawashe Takurei. We have seen also Chris Mutswango being against Gudawashe Takurei. Something massive, very, very big, definitely is happening. And guess what? As soon as anything comes, we don't want to speculate, we don't want to be the liars, but from the look of things, now it's interesting that Chinese have been given an ultimatum of 48 hours. This is interesting. A police officer, I mean, this statement has some political connotations somewhere, somehow, and it is not of a reckless police officer. Remember, also look at that video that was done by a police officer. That video was professionally done in a place, in a house. That police officer looks to be safe, and he looks to be within Zimbabwe, and it gives of an environment where Blessed Keza was. Is there something bigger and huge that is happening? There is definitely high probability. Let's keep watching. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, don't forget to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. We may sleep tonight eating popcorns. It appears it will be a very, very longest night. Let's meet on the other side.